Criticism is either a lesson or a mere noise. Learn from the truth, ignore the rest. Stay calm, improve quietly, and let your growth answer louder than words.
Your phone buzzes. A notification pops up from your boss, and the first line tells you they are not happy with your recent work. Instantly, your stomach drops, your heart rate spikes, your breathing gets shallow. Neuroscience shows our brains prioritize social standing as a survival mechanism. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you can see this shift. Your brain processes criticism at the foundational safety and survival tier, long before the information reaches higher levels of self-esteem. Because your nervous system is treating an email like a predator, you feel overwhelmed. In the next 5 minutes, we will transform that stressful, messy feedback into a calm, actionable response script. To begin, grab a pen and a piece of paper and bring up that specific critical email or memory. We are going to systematically separate your identity from your professional behavior. The absolute first rule of receiving criticism is simple. Do not respond while you are actively experiencing a stress response. Before you type a single word, run a quick diagnostic check using the acronym HALT. Ask yourself, am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? If you answer yes to any of those, your brain is not in the correct state to process feedback. You need to buy time to let your nervous system reset. You can use this exact phrase to pause the interaction immediately. Say, "That's interesting feedback. I'm going to take some time to process this and get back to you." Now that you have some breathing room, take your piece of paper and draw a vertical line straight down the middle. The FIRE filter dissects feedback. Label the left, facts, the right, interpretations, reactions, ends. A coworker says, "You ignored me. Your report was atrocious with 2 typos." Strip away the subjective insult, "ignored me," and emotional reaction, "atrocious," to find one measurable fact, 2 typos. Isolating the objective fact shrinks the perceived threat. 2 typos is a manageable problem with a clear solution. Sometimes, even after filtering, the remaining fact is too broad to be useful. If someone says your work is unprofessional, you don't have a specific behavior to correct. When this happens, use a tactical tool called negative inquiry. This is a deliberate question designed to prompt your critic to provide specific, behavioral examples rather than sweeping judgments. Instead of getting defensive, use this exact template. "In what ways do you think I am?" And then insert their vague criticism. Look at the feedback written on your paper. If you don't have a specific actionable behavior listed in your facts column, pause and draft your clarifying question right now. Asking for structured clarification shifts you from a defensive posture into an objective, investigative mindset. This alters the power dynamic and puts you in control of the conversation. Now that you have clear, objective facts, it is time to write your actual reply to the critic. In the first scenario, the factual part of the criticism is completely accurate. You made a legitimate mistake. The correct approach here is negative assertion. You agree with the mistake cleanly and directly, without offering a list of excuses. In the second scenario, the criticism is highly exaggerated, unfair, or delivered destructively. For this, use a de-escalation tactic called fogging. You find a small, undeniable sliver of truth to agree with, which diffuses the tension without accepting the broader insult. Depending on your situation, choose one of these 2 templates to finish your script. If you made a mistake, write, "Yes, it is true that I," and state the error. If the critique was unfair, write, "You're right that I," insert the small truth, "but I disagree that I am," and insert the broader insult. Ultimately, choosing an assertive framework allows you to acknowledge reality and neutralize conflict while maintaining your professional boundaries. Look down at your paper. Your overwhelming emotional reaction is now a clean, objective script. Now take action. Use the script you just wrote. Hit send on that email or walk into your follow-up meeting. View this feedback as a specific data point for your professional behavior. It is a tool for correction that remains entirely separate from your character. By systematically filtering every harsh comment through this process, you train your nervous system to stop reacting to feedback as a biological threat. You clear the path for continuous professional growth.